This is AunTeaFee about them. Fast, fast. So listen, y'all. Today's gonna be a busy day for me. I told y'all yesterday that I was in training. I'm doing a training for work. However, I'm checking out Sydney Leday, Houston, the young lady who was shot in the head at the incident at the bowling alley when Takeoff was killed. And I'm going to listen to what she has to say. Thank God she's recovered. And let's see what she remembers and see what she has to say. Let's go. I'm going to start with the article first. And then I'm going to check her out on KHOU11 News. Thank you to my subscribers by Capricorn for throwing it out there to me to catch. I caught it. Thank you, baby girl. Thank you. Thank God she survived. This is the article from, ooh, what did it say? Hold on. Daily Beast. Woman shot in Takeoff's killings. Say it was a miracle she survived. I agree. She's 24. Last person when an argument broke out, escalating to gunfire, which fatally wounded Takeoff and hit Leday as she ran for her life. Oh my goodness, I can only imagine. So maybe that was the black car, the SUV that we saw shooting off real fast, trying to get away. Since they drove her to the hospital, it was like a scary movie, really. Ironically, it was Halloween night. She had blood out of her. Bless her heart. She was in a coma. So let's go check out the actual news interview. That's Sydney Leday. She's talking about how she felt the sting in the back of her head. Let's go check it out. Sydney Leday.
The night rapper Takeoff was shot and killed in Houston. There were other people injured. One of them is 24-year-old Sydney Leday. She was shot in the head in the early morning hours of November 1st, spent a week in the hospital, and says it's a miracle she survived.
Every day is different. I'm going through different emotions. I haven't saw a therapist or anything, so.
Bless her heart.
Because most days I'm happy. Most days I could just sum it up as a mix of emotions.
So really, that's as a group of people, community, we all should be putting money together in a GoFundMe to get her therapy. She's gonna need therapy for life. No doubt about it. I wish Jay Prince Sr. would, make sure that as a courtesy for his hood, that all her emotional and therapy will be covered. That would be great, in my opinion. That's just my opinion.
I haven't saw a therapist or anything, so. Because most days I'm happy. Most days I could just sum it up as a mix of emotions. So random times where I feel angry. A lot of, I wouldn't say sadness. It's I have feelings of being grateful that I am still here.
You've made a miraculous recovery. Tell us what you've been through.
I really just can say I'm just grateful to be here, and it's just like sometimes unreal. Everybody was around me. Well, when I first woke up, like I said, I didn't want to be there. I kept telling my mom I want to go home. I had never been in a hospital like that, but I remembered what happened because when I was up the whole time after I got shot in the head, and I called my mom and told her what happened and to come.
You called your mom after you were shot?
Yeah. And I told her to come to the hospital, but I ended up having a seizure. So I was on the phone with her the whole time. And,
Wow.
So you knew exactly what had happened and why you were in the hospital.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I ended up having a seizure. So
yeah, hit the like button for me.
And
so you knew exactly what had happened and why you were in the hospital.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but everybody was around. My mom, my aunts, my grandma.
I know you said you knew why you were in the hospital, but did you understand the extent of your injuries and what you had survived?
Let's just listen. I'm going to set it down, y'all, and let's listen.
I was up for the whole thing.
I'm going to cut it up.
In the back of my head, I felt myself falling, and the person I was with picked me up, and we got in the car. But it was like a scary movie, really. Ironically, it was Halloween night. I had on a nun outfit. I had blood all over me, and
you had dressed up for Halloween.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it was still my birthday weekend, so
you had just turned 24.
Yeah. So I mean, like any other 24-year-old, I was just out partying and celebrating because I really never dressed up for Halloween, and that was something I was excited about.
Did you know the people there that night? Did you know Takeoff was there?
Yeah, I saw everybody. I'm used to being around celebrities, so it wasn't because I used to live in Los Angeles, so it wasn't like a big deal. It was just more so like just a regular party.
And had you been there the whole night, or what time did you get to the bowling alley?
It was after hours, so I got there around maybe 12 or maybe 1 o'clock because we had been to a few places. Like I said, we were celebrating my birthday still, and it was Halloween's. And I told the person I was with I wanted to hang out tonight because I have my costume and I looked cute. So so we got there at like 12 a.m. and everybody was just hanging out. We had a few drinks.
At any point, do you remember being scared before all that happened, or was it, in your opinion, a normal night?
Yeah, it was pretty normal in my opinion. Yeah, I didn't get scared. It wasn't any arguments or anything until the event was actually over. And yeah, that's when I knew something was wrong after the fact, because I thought these people that were arguing was just playing from, like I said, the energy that was in the room before. Everybody was around the table playing a game of dice, so I thought it was just like some friendly banter.
But that argument or that arguing was kind of your first sign that something was going on.
Yeah, because Quavo, he was upset. So I noticed that something was wrong whenever I noticed that he was really upset and he was finna leave. So the party wasn't finna keep going on. And I saw whenever everything broke out and I tried to run, but I didn't go that far. So yeah, it was really like a movie, like shooting all the way until I got down the escalator into the car, and I'm just telling the person I'm with, like, I'm scared, like, you know,
Wow.
I knew something happened to me from falling around the table playing a game of dice. So I thought it was just like, you know, some friendly banter.
But that argument or that arguing was kind of your first sign that something was going on.
Yeah, because Quavo, he was upset. So
Wow. So there we go. What we saw was real. He was really upset. They was really going at it. So who was he going at it with? It's my question. Was it Lil Cam? Was it Mike Prince? Who? Was it Jay Prince Jr.? Who?
We're arguing. Was just playing from, like I said, the energy that...
Hit the like button, please.
Around the table playing a game of dice. So I thought it was just like, you know, some friendly banter.
But that argument or that arguing was kind of your first sign that something was going on.
Yeah, because Quavo, he was upset. So I noticed that something was wrong whenever I noticed that he was really upset and he was finna leave. So the party wasn't finna keep going on. And I saw
it was ending because Quavo was mad.
Everything broke out and I tried to run, but I didn't go that far. So it was really like a movie, like shooting all the way until I got down the escalator.
So
into
constant
the car, and
shooting.
I'm just telling the person I'm with, like, I'm scared, like, and I knew something happened to me from falling and feeling that stinging sensation.
Mm-hmm. So you were actually running away when you were shot. Is that?
Yes. Yeah. So that's when I got in the car and called my mom. And
so there was constant shooting from the time she took off until she made it to the bottom of the stairs. In other words, I think she gonna need therapy, y'all. What y'all think?
So yeah, it was really like a movie, like shooting all the way until I got down the escalator into the car, and I'm just telling the person I'm with, like, I'm scared, like, and I knew something happened to me from falling and feeling that stinging sensation.
Mm-hmm. So you were actually running away when you were shot. Is that?
Yes. Yeah, so that's when I got in the car and called my mom, and luckily we were only 12 minutes away from Memorial Hermann.
Wow, so you made it down the escalator into the friend's car. That friend took you to the hospital. You spent how long in the hospital total?
A week.
What was it like when you went home?
That's when the real stuff started. Like, I had a panic attack as soon as I got home.
Okay, y'all. I'll be back later. We can talk about it.